Okay everyone, welcome back to another What If video. Today I'll be doing a brand new What If, today I'll be doing part 3 on What If Asta was a nine-tailed kitsune. So let's dive right into it, shall we? And we start off right after Ukame had talked to Asta after Noelia's kissed him. As he's kind of wondering why she did it, but then he remembers that it's because of the charm that all kitsune has, he thinks. Then he decides though, I don't know about this feeling, as he had a weird feeling always around Noel, but he didn't know exactly what it was. And yes, now he walks down the next day and eats breakfast. And Snow just looks at him, kinda red in the face, and looks away. I was like, huh. Then he decides to talk to her later during the day, while he's feeding the beast, as Noel comes up. Asked then, so about that thing you did yesterday. Uh, yes, so you know, I don't like that really. I don't like it that way, and that's way too fast even if so. She'd be like, okay. She'd kind of be saddened by this and all that. But then Austin just walk away after feeding the beast, and yeah, as now it's been 1 week after the mission in the saucy village, as Yami now comes in while Austin is sitting everyone's sitting in the living room and talking to each other. As then it looks at Asta, Noel, and Lucky tells that there's a dungeon, and the Whisking wants you, Asta, and you, Noel, to go there. Then it decides oh, we'll send Luck with you too. Asta huh? Why do I have to get a battle freak with us? He said, because I said so. Asta okay. Then they will go to the dungeon now. Well, they will fly to the dungeon. As when they are entering the dungeon, they will, Luck will trigger all the traps now. So when it comes to the plant trap one, Luck would have ordered run away. Asta would have told him that you shouldn't run away, he said. Luck wouldn't listen and still run away. Also decides then it steps on then Noel steps on the plant trap. So yeah. Yeah, now Austin out with a plant trap coming, he doesn't really know what to do at first. Then no, what am I saying? Hold on. Yeah, now as Austin uses his plant manipulation abilities to make the plant disappear. She would ask what he did. He was dodge the question all the time. Then Mimosa and Juno and the Klaus would appear. As the interaction between Asta and the Klaus would have this happen same as in canon, though Klaus was told about Asta's raw strength, so he did eventually just give up on that, and saying that the Black Wolves wasn't needed there. And he decided as he didn't hear about the incident that he died or anything. He heard that he was so strong that he even forced Merleona to retreat, as that is something not many can do. Then Asta just know they were walking there. Mimosa would kind of blush around Asta because she sensed the plant manipulation. She could just sense the charm and all that, and it was something else too she had. It would not just be the charm. Well, it was kind of the same way for Noel too, but yeah. And I guess I can reveal the shipping now. It will be Asta x Mimosa. I haven't done that type of shipping, Dutch shipping yet. I've done massive Noels, all so many different Noel shippings, or Fauna, and yeah. And I promise in one of my absolute first videos that I will do a Asta x Mimosa one. This will be the one. So as they were walking on together to the dungeon, in the dungeon, to where Mars is. As now Luck would have returned, he would beat the smoke guy. I was like, there you are, Luck. You shouldn't have run away like that. As now, Klaus was about to do a commentary about it, but then, look at him like, hey, you should probably piss Asta off or anything. As Snow looked at him like that too. He wondered what's so wrong with pissing him off, he kind of thought. As later on, when they asked on a tearing, Noel would explain that about the death thing that he almost died. Asta would hear this like, Noel, it's rude to talk about other people's stories without asking them first, and you never asked if you could tell anyone about it, he said, looking at her, kinda mad now. She'd be like, yes, sorry. And she kind of starts a little bit shaking, a little bit. I was like, it's fine. Then it explains everything exactly how it are. As they will be surprised by this. Well, just a little bit surprised. That Asta reincarnated. But, yeah, they just kinda accepted it. Then we got cut to where Mimosa gets attacked by Mars from behind when they're trying to open the treasure hall's door. As Asta now was too slow to protect her, as she sees it and like gets infuriated. Now it goes for Mars, like he enters his half form and just start to roar. No, his tails will start to grow a large amount, big. Now I'll be like, look at him like, just don't do anything reckless, just don't go berserk or anything now. I was like, huh? Go berserk? As he didn't really remember completely everything from the fight with Merliona. And then I'm like, yeah, just don't do it, okay? I'm like, yeah, fine. Now using his tails with fire on them and breaks the, like fights, and he fights Mars using his tails with the giant sword. As will just create a make one of his tails grow giant and harden it as he with fire on it too and fight with it against the sword. As he is able to break it and knock the mage Mars down easily. Then Asta de-transform. Kinda a little bit out of breath, but not really. So when they get back into the well, now Asta breaks the door to the dungeon while he's with his tails. As they're checking all the treasures. As Asta feels something to the side. Something's pulling him. Someone wants him to go to the side. As Nero picks him too, like pointing at the door. Like, Then he walks through like the wall and just turns all a bit of the mirror thing there. And walks in there. Noel and the others didn't see where Asta went. They thought that he was there still. As Asta is in that strange room he finds. And she now finds a mask. And as you see in the kinda in the thumbnail with the guy with the mask on, he will find that mask. So yeah. And as well as a pipe that a smoking no, he will have like smoking no, he won't have that at all. So they are like here now. No, Asasna takes the mask and puts it on his side. For now. As he felt like kitsune energy. I said now I thought to ask, is that about it? He said, I don't know, son. It seems though that this one is connected to a kitsune. Us kitsunes. I was like, yeah, I know. Though I wonder what and how it is. His father said like, I wonder that too, son. Then Osta walks out, and then he would see Mars. All others will be chained up, as he then sees Noel and Mimosa badly injured. And Mimosa trying to heal Noel. And then looks at the Mars, and now his eyes would start to flicker as he starts to shaking now. In anger. Because it's something wrong with him. No, like, Asta, don't go like that, okay? Again, he said, calm down, Asta, please. I was like, calm down? I'm perfectly calm. I'm perfectly calm. I'm calm. So then the mask would start to glow on his side. He'll be like, what? Then his tails would act because he's mad. He's really picked off. It will be not Kitsune's wrath, it will be more like Kitsune's anger, Kitsune's rage. So it will be like rageful, but if he gets disturbed by it, something won't happen really. As now the mask would just go on, float and go onto Asta's face, he'd be like, huh. Then he feels something else. The Kitsune energy spreading around him. As he now spreads his tails at will too. And to transform. He feels like he's much more powerful. As his now full transformation will happen, he will grow bigger and bigger. Well, his tails would just cover him at first, then would grow bigger and bigger, grow into a white giant fox. As now when he gets back, he has to roar. No, hold on, let me check what these do sound. Okay, also now howl. No, he will growl and bark. No, he was howl. No, he was growl. Real pissed off now. As Nold sees a giant white fox with red ends of his tails and red things around him. Instead of, you see the picture, it's a black, but imagine that it's red instead. Now he gets full rage mode. He doesn't know what to do. Still, he's out of control. Not really. More like shocked by this. Then he just gets out of the shock and attacks Asta full on. But he didn't even face Asta. Asta's fire was to burn everything. As his fire was incinerate, melt his mineral magic, and burn away his heal magic. Mars do recreate this again and again. As then Asta, then the fire stops of Asta, then Mars would see sense. You creates a delay within and attacks Asta head on. As then we see something happen. It goes right through him and cuts his head off. The fox head off. They would be like, no, Asta. As then the foxfire would appear around them. And if I didn't say it earlier in this video, but Brutus won't be with them in the dungeon. Now, foxfire would appear around Asta's head. As he kinda laugh now. It's like he kinda laugh in rage mode. So do you really think that would kill me? Really? You really think that I'm going to die that easily? You're an idiot if you think so. And yeah, Asta's head will now fly up in the air using the fire. Everyone sees like, what? Asta still laughs in it, so like, the fire now put their head back on. I was like, that was pretty nice of you, he said. Now you can't break it again. As Mars tries to do it again, this time Asta let him do that the first time because he knew he would survive. Then the second time, the sword will break. I was like, see, I thought so. Every time I cut off a limb, my skin will get harder. And fur too. Even though it's soft, I will be more resistant to damage. And then Asta now use his tails now firing and grab Mars and slam him right into the ground. Slapping him with the tails all the time, said, you shouldn't have hurt him, you shouldn't have hurt him, you shouldn't have hurt him. As now he starts to do a power-up scream still. As Daniel starts to collapse. Then Noel screams at him. Yuna will scream, Asta! Look around, the Dan is about to fall down. Asta sees this and then just grabs them all and breaks them free from the minerals as Mars is knocked out cold now. Grabs all of them and just jump using his plant manipulation to go up through the dungeon. As there were some plants there. Well, yeah, it was some plants there. He has used them to break through the ceiling, everything. As Asna shrank down back to his like a normal fox size, kinda, with 9 tails. So it wouldn't be too big. As when he got back up, they would ask us if we could de-transform. Us like, huh? I'm thinking like, why would I want to de-transform? He said that. They're like, yeah, because it's kind of creepy having a fox talk to us. Us like, yeah, okay. Then it goes into the woods. Said like, no sneak peek here. As it creates like manipulates the tree so no one could see through. As Mimosa kind of at first tried to break through. Also noticed this. I'm like, sneak peeker. Then he feels something else aching in his chest. He'll be like, it's the same thing. Like, no, different. This, what is this? Then he looks at, then his dad's like, damn it, son, you don't know what that is. It means that you're in love with her. I was like, as he were pretty calm about this. I'm like, okay, so I'm in love with her, huh? It's now he transformed to his normal form. As I realized that he has no really real clothes or anything. Then the dungeon, as he looks for the dungeon now, well, some clothes would appear from a room in the dungeon. And it started to collapse completely now. Also grabs them with using his tails. I still to see some tails extending and grabbing, like extending all that they thought at what is he doing. Then when he undoes the tree manipulation, they would see that he had weird clothes on. As they would all see his clothes that he had on now, and no, actually, he will have the mask on just, but no, he will have the mask on his side at first. But then when he didn't have any clothes, he just thought, oh damn it, I don't have any clothes. What should I do? Then the mask would just kind of glow a little bit. Wasp like, puts it on, and decides like not to use his tails now at all, cause the mask is needed for him to transform to his kitsune form. Well, his real kitsune form. As now the clothes would start appearing on Asta. Asta like, he decides to keep them on. And if you're wondering how they look, they will look exactly the same as in the thumbnail. The tree manipulation goes down. He goes out with those weird clothes. They would ask, where did they get those? Asta like, yeah, I need a new clothes. The other ones got destroyed, he said. Like, okay. As when they're walking back now, Asta still have the robe because that one was saved. The mask saved that one for him. I was like, walking back there to the place where to the hideout. They would report to Yam at first. Then Yam would be like, so what's up with this weird clothing? Was the like, nothing really. As they would see that they had a mask on. Then Okama would ask about what happened there, as they would hear about Asta's transformation. Yami and Okama was wanted to see this. Asta would be like, I don't really want to do that now, actually. Said it's last time all my clothes got ripped, and I don't know if these will hold, like withstand it. I really don't want to take the chance. He'll be like, okay, they said. As then but then he thinks about it. It's like, oh well. As the credits goes out, and that tells them this. You can come out now, as they would see him in his, like he see him with using his. Then it puts on the, well, he has the mask on already. Now he attracts his tail, extends out his tails, surrounding him, as now transforms to a fox. As they all see this, Okama will be surprised and happy for her master. Yamu sees his tomb like, wow, he really is a kitsune, he thinks. Then the others will be like, surprised and try to get, like, pet his fur. I was like, oh hell no. He starts them easily now. Then when they almost surrounds him, he has been like, Then he creates a massive illusions of them. As everyone that was chasing him didn't know what to do, they ran for the illusions. As now quickly, just tree manipulation goes in there, and they transforms as the clones disappear now. As they were trying to, then they would try to get through the barrier that he created. Then said, "I'm freaking they transformed here. I don't have any clothes on." He said, he'll say, "I'm freaking changing here, okay?" They were like, okay. They would still no, as they wouldn't like try to scratch through there or anything. Asta come out with the hot clothes and I was like, oh, looks that the clothes didn't get destroyed after all. Then when the week went by, Asta would have been sleeping for this week. He was really tired using the kitsune form all this time. Because it was really tiring for him at this young age and all that, as he still haven't mastered it. Now when they got there, oh, know what I'm saying. Now they did a report to the capital about the dungeon. Asta and, Asta, Mimosa and Asta and Noel would meet up with you, Mimosa and Klaus. As Klaus would accept Asta for that he is and all that. I was like, yeah, I don't really care. Then Mimosa would just run away. I was like, huh? I still remember what the father said, like, oh. As Noel was about to walk up to her and ask what she's wrong. I was like, nah, I'll do this. He kinda looks at her, like, walks up to Mimosa and asks, so, what's wrong? She's like, nothing. I was like, look at her and said, okay, I know that something's odd. Just tell me, what is it? Said, then she's like, well, then she just doesn't know what to say. I was like, look at her, I'm like, okay. At kind of saying, I was like, how should I explain these things? And then he just tells her, well, if you have those feelings for me as I think you have, let me tell you this, I have the same feelings for you. He kind of whispers to her in the ear. She's like, what? She turned a little bit red, then must turn around and hug Asta. Asta was surprised about how quick she was to do this. Then just accepted and hugs her back. No, I'll be jealous and ask what's with that, what's wrong? No, instead she asks, so what's the problem? I asked like, nothing. I'm still walking back there. As Namimos and Ost would walk close to each other, almost not holding hands really, they were walking close and talking to each other really, intrigued by their plant abilities. As now Mimosa, the others would come to ask about it, said, yeah, about that, said I thought you had some weird fox magic, fire magic or anything, but how can manipulate plants? Asked like, I don't really know, he said, he said, I don't really know, you just come to me. As that would be one of the parts that attracts Mimosa to him. And that attracts Asta to her, towards her. Because she has plant magic and he has plant abilities. And still like, well, they kinda said, and just, they meet the Wizard King there. As now, and, well, they would do the report and show his new spell. Asta was kinda show his clothes and all that. He said that I got this mask, he said, in the dungeon. As he'd still wear that mask on. Yeah, then Fisk asked if he could take it off. I was like, nah, he said, I don't want to. As then he said, I don't know exactly what will happen to these clothes, as he tells them that these clothes come for the mask too. As he's like, oh, okay, then let him be. Just like, asked if he could got anything else. I was like, yeah, I got a new transformation, but then Whisk him like, oh, new transformation, can I see it, I was like, look at him. No, he would just kind of like, sign like, then looks at, then Noel said, realized what he was thinking about. It's like, no, she said, then I was like, no. I was stepping, it's like, no. It's too tiring and it's really exhausting for me. Besides, it takes a real toll of my body and my energy. Whisking was saddened by understanding, like, okay. Now they were walking into the star ceremony. As everyone looks at them, but not really at Asta, more at because they knew that Asta was really, really strong. As they would have Leopold if they gone and see him, as Asta wouldn't know about that, they knew about the fight with Merleona. As Merleona was there too, because she knew that Asta would be there. Asta would see her, and he would get, they would all see, like, visibly he get real pissed. Merleona would be like, wait, then she thinks, like, wait, he's alive? She thinks, like, what? Figolo and the others would be shocked too, still, kinda. But then we can't understand that there were here rooms about Asta getting reincarnated so fast. All that, like, huh? As Asta and Musa like sits next to each other eating, as Null is about to. Now it gets to where the solid pours the water on Null. As when he tries to do it, Asta would ought be there in front of him, like, don't try to do that to one of my squad mates again. As now pours the water on him using one of his tails. No, using his, yeah, he will use that. No, he would have like a psychic power to. No, what I'm saying. He would use his tail to force him to pour the water on himself. Like, what the? Like, as I said, don't ever try to do that to her again. Or any of my squad mates for that reason. Snow will kinda blush now, but then Mimosa walks up and I'll say like, no, then Sol will say like, you did what to me now? You're gonna pay, he said. I was like, huh? I'm gonna pay for what now? Then Sol would just create his water attacks on him. No, what I'm saying. He would throw water against Asta. Asta would dodge all of that. And yeah, the fight would begin between all of them. Then we're just switching. No, as the fight goes on, well, Asta doesn't do anything in fight here, dodges all his attacks. As the captors were about to step in, when Asta has enough finally and just grabs Saul by his tails and one of his tails, as he now like uses one of his tails for real. He transformed to his tail form, just using his tails now. Hold on. Yes, now they were all see these tails now. As Asta look at him and like, that's got really annoying at now. As they were kind of Saul kind of swallow it. So yeah, hold on. Yeah, so now Asta would lecture Saul really much. Hold on. They were stuck. No. Saul get let down by Asta now after Asta lectured him. I know I said paused a lot and said it a lot now. Sorry for that. Someone's keep messaging me on Discord. I can't really ignore them because they're fellow what if YouTuber. But yeah, still now we're talking. As Asta. No. As now the outer nobles wouldn't really fight him because they saw his raw strength, so they would let him be. And that's actually all for me in this what if. I know this is a short one, but keep in mind that I just kind of woke up. My sleeping schedule was really messed up and all that during Monday and today. So yeah, and this video will be I need to shorten this. I can't really cover the next part of it due to some other things. I might need to do a new what if video too. But yeah, that's all from me now. Please consider subscribing, it's free and you can always change your mind. Don't forget to click that bell to be notified whenever I upload a new what if video. Smash that like button and comment down below what you think of this what if now. That's all from me, stay safe, peace out.